A pretty crazy day today. Can you just tell us when you first got word that maybe something was going on with Joanna, and maybe she wasn't going to make weight, and maybe these other opportunities come up? Like, can you just walk us through what happened from your perspective?
It's been a crazy week for sure. But I mean, you can't expect anything less on a fight week. You're always going to get curveballs thrown at you, and so I know there was a little bit talks about it. A little bit last week actually, but my management team didn't want to talk to me about it too much because they wanted me to stay focused. We're hoping that it was just just a moment of weakness on Joanna's part, and I'm still hopeful that that's what it is and that she pulls through and makes the weight on Friday, because both of us have been preparing for this fight for quite a while now, and I wouldn't want to disappoint the fans.
So did they come to you and say, she might not be able to make it, like, and propose a catch weight or something? What exactly?
I don't honestly. I don't know the details. Again, my management team is the one dealing with that. That's not something that I should be concerned of come fight week. Like, really, it's my job as a fighter is to sign the contract, train for the fight, stay healthy, make the weight, and fight. And that's what I intend on doing.
Were you surprised to hear that? Because, I mean, we're pretty early into the week. The weigh-ins is still a little bit far from it.
Mm-hmm.
And, Joanna has never missed weight as well.
Yeah, very surprised actually, because of Joanna's professionalism and this never happening before. We knew that she was going to be the bigger girl because Joanna's just always been a bigger 115er. But we never in a million years thought that she wouldn't be making weight. So yeah, it's a bit disheartening.
Will you take the fight if she misses weight?
As a fighter, I say yes, but it's not my choice. It's not solely up to me, I guess. It is partially my choice, but at this point in my career, I have to take into considerations a lot of factors, and so I'll be talking to my management team, we'll be talking to my husband and my coaches, and see where we go from there.
Does it play with your head at all to you be preparing for a fight, but you don't know what's going to happen as far as when she steps on the scale?
To me, it's just honestly, it's a small victory, because making weight is a battle in itself, and if she's already a bit shifty in that sense, then it's a small victory on my end.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, does in a way it feel you because she's having
hurting.
Issues with her weight? Yeah, she's hurting.
Yeah, she's hurting for sure, and so am I. We're all hurting. That's the job of a fighter, is to cut the weight, honestly, I love this process of it because it's kind of like the last hurrah. It's the last battle that you have to overcome before you step into the octagon. It's basically the last sacrifice you make in order to say, I'm ready for the octagon.
And you mentioned you would consider maybe taking the fight depending on some factors. What are those factors, if you can share some with us?
It depends on how much she misses weight by. Mm-hmm. It depends on if she agrees to hit a certain weight the day of the fight. It depends on, obviously, I mean, like I said, I don't want to get into it, but yeah. Financial. All of that stuff is stuff that is things that my management team take care of anyways. But on my end, I trained for 10 weeks for this fight. I would love to fight Joanna in the octagon on Saturday. It would be my honor.
In the big picture of things, did you think that maybe, as the news came out this morning, did you think maybe it was a little bit early for her to start to maybe want to say she's not going to miss weight, only being Wednesday morning and having still a couple days to go? And we also got whispers that she was already talking about this like almost a week ago, so yeah. I don't know how true that is, but...
Again, given the situation, if she is wanting to throw the towel in this early before weight cuts, to me, she's been struggling for a while, so I guess you could take that how you want to take it. For me, it's a victory.
All things being equal, I mean, assuming this does go smoothly and there's no, issues here, just tell us, your thoughts on the fight itself, and how you see you guys matching up skill for skill.
I'm really excited about the fight. I was a little bit salty about not getting the championship belt against Andrade. But everything happens for a reason, and I thought that was a phenomenal fight in itself. And when I signed this fight with Joanna, I was like, this is what I needed. I need a main event, 5-round fight to get me mentally and physically ready for anything against, one of the longest reigning strawweight champion in the division. That's what I needed. That's what I wanted, and I was very excited to go in there. I think our skills match up really well together. She is a stand-up, rangy, volume fighter. I can stand, and I can neutralize her range with my kicks, and plus I have other options. I have really good wrestling. I have good jiu-jitsu. I have good ring generalship. I have good offense. I have good defense. So I think what I bring to the table is the ability to be a well-rounded mixed martial artist.
Yeah, I know you mentioned up on the stage there you'd like to fight Weili in the United States if possible, but it seems like she's having a hard time even getting a visa to be able to fight over here. If that was the only option, she couldn't fight in the U.S. and you had to go there, that's something you'd obviously be willing to do, I assume, right?
Yeah, for sure. But that's such a huge fight, and I would love. My family doesn't get to come to many of my fights, and it would be nice to have my family there. But again, that's not where my focus is at the moment. I'm focused on Saturday, and looking forward to that.
And in your mind, does a win over Joanna just make you the clear #1 contender at 115?
Yeah, absolutely, it should. Like I said, she's the longest reigning champion of the division, and her losses were only against champions. Yeah, if we're talking about rankings, I think that it can get a little bit messy.
She says that she has an agreement with the UFC. If she wins, she does get the next title shot. Do you have the same agreement with the UFC?
Yes.
I know it's not up to you, and management's been dealing with it, but just the way that you see it, would it be fair to say that maybe your management and your team kind of called Joanna's bluff, maybe? Maybe Joanna was trying to pull something early on, and would it be fair to say that you guys called her bluff and it worked out in your favor?
I would say so. Any advantage you can get as a fighter, you're going to try to get. And I think that Joanna has been really good in her career in playing that psychological warfare, getting into people's heads before the fight even starts. And, who knows, maybe she just wanted to see if she could have her cake and eat it too, just because of my kind-hearted nature.
She's been very quiet since losing her championship. Not as, like you said, there's not as many psychological games. Are you surprised that she's not trying that with you so close to fight week? And do you think that maybe this was kind of a way of her playing that game, but quietly, because she has kind of not been so public about it?
I think that she does it to certain people that she knows that it'll have an effect on, and I think she knows that it's not going to have an effect on me. Her and I have worked together on many occasions, and she's a really nice person, and we've actually become friends over social media, and I have tremendous respect for her. So for her to try to get in my face and do that whole thing, I think would be useless, because I already know the real Joanna. She's a decent human being. She's a good person.
Lastly, for me, can you just maybe talk about the fact that you're easily the best female karate fighter in the UFC, and then Joanna's, you could make an argument that she's the best Muay Thai kickboxer in the female division. What's that matchup like for you? Is that exciting?
Yeah, karate versus Muay Thai, very exciting. And it kind of brings me back full circle. Before my MMA career started, fighting on the reality show Fight Girls, where it's like a Muay Thai reality show, and I was a bit out of my element because all the girls were very traditional Muay Thai, and here I am, karate girl, trying to convert my style to Muay Thai so that I could fit in to the mold that they were trying to build on the show, and realizing afterwards that it's okay to have an individual style.
Mackenzie Dern is returning on Saturday night 4 months after giving birth. As a mom, can you speak to how impressive that is?
That is insane, honestly. It really is. I was talking to her yesterday at the workout room, and I was just blown away. I was blown away first that she only gained 9 pounds during her pregnancy, because I freaking gained 50 pounds, and it looked like the blueberry on Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. And but hats off to her. you know, it does truly take a team to be able to come back, you know, as a new mother. And I said it earlier in an interview, I applaud the UFC for getting behind Mackenzie and being supportive of her decision to want to come back so soon and helping her in any way that she needed to be helped.